Hi. In this episode of Sex 101, we're discussing the sin of open marriage. An open marriage is a contradiction. It's understood to be a couple that is legally married but has no expectation of sexual fidelity. Purported husband and wife claim to have each other's consent and permission for additional sexual relationships outside of the marriage bed. But real marriage goes beyond a legal relationship governed by contract and law. Marriage is a covenant relationship created by God, and sex is part of the glue holding couples together as the two become one flesh. Trying to have sex outside of the covenant boundaries, it creates a soulish and fleshly glue to each external partner. It leaves a big mess as well as a very high divorce rate for open marriages. God warns in the Bible, marriage should be honored by all and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexually immoral. Sex outside of marriage is always adultery for a married man or married woman, regardless of purported permissions. Your spouse does not have the authority to trump God's commands toward marriage fidelity. Husband and wife have a duty to spur one another on to love and good deeds, not to permit or encourage this gross impurity. Encouraging or giving adultery explicit or tacit approval is a failure to obey the command for marriage to be honored by all. Note that this imperative to honor marriage applies to all people, not just the immediate participants in the family. We must also take care not to fall into the trap of the adulteress, who may claim to have an open marriage or offer other assurances against discovery or consequences. Proverbs warns, why be intoxicated with another man's wife? Why embrace the bosom of a wayward wife? For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and God examines all your paths. God further warns, another man's wife preys on your very life. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without being burned? Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. A man who commits adultery has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. Blows and disgrace are his lot. His shame will never be wiped away. Later in Proverbs, God warns, an adulterous woman is a deep pit, and a wayward wife is a narrow well. Like a bandit she lies in wait, and multiplies the unfaithful among men. Men, I encourage you in the strongest possible terms, keep a path far from her. Do not go near the door of her house. Keep yourselves far, far away from the adulterous woman. Say no to open marriage. It seems like a good time, perhaps, but it's sin. It's a trap. It's a snare. It will cost you dearly. Take you action.